Lord Byron's Don Juan is a satirical poem that takes inspiration from the legendary figure of Don Juan, known for his womanizing ways. However, Byron alters the narrative by portraying Don Juan as a character who easily succumbs to the romantic advances of women. The poem consists of 16 cantos, with an unfinished 17th canto that was still in progress at the time of Byron's death in 1824. Upon its initial publication, early parts of the poem garnered both popularity and controversy, with some critics deeming it immoral. The poem follows a rhyming scheme of abababcc, adhering to the ottava rima tradition, and is composed in 8-line iambic pentameter. The opening canto introduces Don Juan, who resides in Seville with his parents, José and Donna Inés. Donna Julia, a married woman who is 7 years older than Juan, falls in love with him and initiates an affair. Her husband, Don Alfonso, becomes suspicious and confronts them in the bedroom. However, Juan manages to hide and escape Alfonso's detection. Subsequently, Alfonso discovers Juan's shoes, leading to a confrontation and a fight ensues. As a result, Juan's mother sends him on a journey to improve his behavior, while Julia is banished to a convent. Accompanied by his tutor, Pedrillo, and servants, Juan sets off for Cadiz. Despite the distance, Juan remains fixated on his love for Julia. Tragedy strikes when the ship they are traveling on sinks in a storm, and the crew, running out of food on the accompanying lifeboat, resort to drawing lots to determine who will be sacrificed for sustenance. Pedrillo becomes the unfortunate choice and is eaten by the others, causing them to succumb to madness and perish. Juan, the sole survivor, eventually reaches land and is taken in by Haidee, a young woman, and her maid Zoe. Haidee is the daughter of Lambro, a pirate engaged in the slave trade. Despite the language barrier between them, Haidee and Juan fall in love. When Lambro and his pirate companions return from a voyage, they attack Juan. He is then sent away on a ship bound for Constantinople, where he finds himself in a slave market, embarking on a new chapter of his adventurous journey. In the meantime, Haidee tragically passes away due to heartbreak over Juan's loss. While still in the slave market, Juan is purchased by a black eunuch named Baba, who serves in the palace. Baba threatens Juan with castration unless he agrees to dress as a woman. Eventually, Juan is brought before Gulbayaz, the Sultan's beautiful and favored fourth wife, who had noticed him in the market and had him secretly acquired by Baba, disregarding the potential consequences from the Sultan's wrath if discovered. Gulbayaz offers herself to Juan, but he rejects her as his heart still belongs to Haidee. Although Gulbayaz considers having him executed, she instead reacts with tears to her predicament. Shortly after, the Sultan enters the scene. Once the Sultan and Gulbayaz retire for the night, Juan, disguised as a woman, is taken to the crowded women's quarters in the palace known as the Seraglio. As the night unfolds, Juan, now going by the name Juana, is assigned to share a bed with Dudu, a 17-year-old and attractive young woman who has a disturbing dream during the night. Facing the threat of death the next day, Juan, along with another man named John and 2 women, manages to escape and find their way to Ismail, a Turkish fort situated at the Danube on the Black Sea. At Ismail, a battle is raging as Suvorov, a Russian army field marshal, has been given the task of capturing the fort by any means necessary. Juan and John are prepared to join Suvorov in the battle against the Turks. The 2 men actively participate in the onslaught on Ismail, resulting in the deaths of 40,000 Turks. During the chaos, Juan rescues a 10-year-old Muslim girl from Cossacks who intended to kill her and decides to adopt her as his own. As a war hero, Juan, accompanied by the young girl, is sent to St. Petersburg. When Juan appears at Catherine II's court, the Empress becomes immediately captivated by him, desiring his presence. Juan finds Catherine's attention flattering and receives a promotion in rank. Throughout his journey, Juan continues to care for the girl he saved, fulfilling his role as her guardian. Over time, Juan's health deteriorates due to the Russian climate, prompting his transfer to England, where the conditions are more favorable. Catherine II designates him as a special envoy, a move primarily intended to facilitate his recovery while allowing her to continue showering him with gifts. In London, Juan finds himself involved in an altercation with a mugger, whom he ultimately shoots in self-defense. Despite his attempts to care for the wounded man, the mugger dies on the street. Juan feels a sense of responsibility for the incident. Now, Juan sets out to find a suitable guardian for the orphan from Ismail, Layla, and chooses Lady Pinchbeck for the role. During his time in London, Juan encounters Lady Adeline Amundeville and Lord Henry Amundeville. Diplomatic matters frequently bring Juan and Lord Henry together, and various celebrations take place at the Amundeville residence. Juan impresses everyone with his skills in a fox hunt and continues to win the favor of the women surrounding him. This includes the flirtatious Duchess Fitzfulke, whose attentions make Lady Adeline feel jealous. Moreover, Juan meets 16-year-old Aurora Raby, who bears a striking resemblance to Haidee, and captivates his attention. One night, while in bed, Juan hears a noise in the hallway and catches a glimpse of a monk-like figure. Uncertain if it is a ghost or a dream, Juan remains puzzled. The following day, Lord Henry assumes that Juan has encountered the Black Friar, based on his appearance. At a banquet that follows the incident, Juan and Aurora exchange meaningful glances. Later that night, as Juan lies in bed, he contemplates his suppressed feelings for Aurora, reminiscent of those he had for Haidee. Once again, he hears footsteps in the hallway and discovers that the ghost is none other than the disguised Duchess Fitzfulke. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.